All right, we should be good. Now I'm just hoping that the volume isn't too bad. So whoever pops in, I hope that you guys can help a girl out and let me know if you're able to hear the my music I have playing in my headphones. I hope not. Let me put it in the chat too. Okay. Okay. Hopefully it's all good. Okay, sweet. What's up, Kevin? Thank you for letting me know. Happy Thursday, everyone. Hope you guys are having a good day so far. Probably gonna backtest for a good hour and a half before I meet up with my friend to go to the gym. So yeah, but I hope you guys are doing good. And let's just try to be a little productive this morning with some technical backtesting. So, and also if you guys do want me to put on music, I can figure out how to do that. But if you guys are cool with it being quiet, then cool. Cool. But I'm gonna change my song and then I'm just gonna jump into it. I actually want to listen to journals. I was watching a TikTok video of him singing it live, his album, and I was like, okay, I think I should listen to it. So, thanks, Adrian. Appreciate you. Okay. All right. So, TradeZella did release some new features, which I thought was pretty neat. The newest one that really helped me a lot, or helps me a lot with my trading to kind of make it quicker, is this like little thing here. I don't know if this has already been there, but at least I finally recognized that it was a feature. So instead of how I've been doing it, which is clicking the fast forward button to get to the next day, now I can just manually do it. On top of that, they have all of these new seconds. So while price is developing, here, if I just do it one regular speed on 1 second, it's not going to show here too much, or actually it is. I'm sorry, what am I talking about? The price is going to move every 1 second. So it's pretty cool because then it could be a little bit more realistic with backtesting because obviously, like in real time trading, price is constantly fluctuating, especially on TradingView, like it shows everything real time. So by having this new feature, it helps you be a little bit more, I guess you can say, accurate with your backtesting. So yeah, the seconds here has been a huge win. So love it. Oh, sweet. Hey, what's up, everyone? What's up, Jim Jacks? Good morning. Aloha. It's good to see you. Oksano, done for the day? Yes. I finished around probably by 8 a.m. this morning. And then I just enjoyed a little bit of my morning before deciding and had breakfast and all that before deciding to backtest. So yeah, all done. It wasn't my best day, but also it could have been worse. So I'm taking today as a W because I just feel super calm regardless. And yeah, happy about it. So how about you? Are you guys all done trading? Hey, Enrique. Good morning. Adrian, I left the first. Hey, appreciate you. Thank you for liking the stream. But yeah, okay. I really do like this new feature here though, for real. Like it's beautiful, absolutely beautiful. And then for journal, it's the same thing. You can click on your short stuff and then write notes in there as you would. I think the other update was for orders. I'm not sure if you guys were in my previous live streams, but it was kind of hard to scale in positions. But now, like, I can scale a lot better. So, oh, let me stop. I just realized it's still moving. So with the scaling positions thing, it's pretty cool because let's say you enter your first position here, you take your short, right? And then a certain level, you want to add another one. Before, it wasn't too clear how you can do that. But now when you do it, it pops up for your first one, and then it's a little bit of a lag when you enter your second one. But regardless, it does pull up your second one, and then you can add your TP and stop loss as you would. So it's not too bad. And then let's see, I think there was another update that I wanted to show you guys. Was it details? No. I can't recall. But, oh no, I think it was in journals right here, right? I don't know if this was already here actually, but your playbook, you can remove it, like detach it completely from that specific trade. And then if you want to add another playbook, of course you can. I need to add my opening range breakout, like kind of system. But that one is, yeah, definitely need to add it in so I can back test it. But I have not added that. And then for tags, you can add accordingly. So can't recall if this was here before, but I'm definitely using it more now moving forward. So yeah, that's like the newest features I wanted to share with you guys before we jump into it. Nice, Exano. I'm glad you're done for the day. Congrats. Yeah, definitely enjoy the rest of your day. I don't know what part of the world you're from, but if it's nice outside, definitely go enjoy it. Excuse me. I have a trade open, but it's a swing. I don't trade futures, but maybe one day. Hey, dude, Adrian, sick. I've actually been really interested in swing trading versus intraday. I like the thought of being able to kind of just like set it and then go about your life pretty much, and then come back if it hits your TP or stop loss or adjust as needed or whatever. So that's pretty cool. How long have you been doing swing trading for? Oh, Pacific Northwest, it's snowing. Oh God, I'm sorry. It's okay. You just put on YouTube on another side tab, and then just put on a fireplace or a video of the sun, and then we can pretend together. But yeah, I'm gonna jump into some back testing now. Adrian, I'm taking Burn. I can't pronounce the last name, of course. Cool. I'm not even gonna butcher. I'm gonna butcher it, but that's cool. How are you enjoying swing trading so far? Oksano, I do indeed have a fireplace. Nice. Must be nice. I have my heater actually going, so let me see what the temperature is really quick. Um, it is currently, in this very moment, it says 64 degrees, but it's sunny, and it should go up to about 71 by 2 p.m. over here. Oh my gosh, it's going to be 70 the rest of the next couple of days, 75 on Monday. Oh, I'm going to the pool for sure. But in my house, it's pretty cold, and I don't know if you know, but I live in California, so I'm sensitive. I'm like one of those sensitive people. It's like if the weather changes too much, then I need a jacket, or, I'm turning on the heater, that kind of thing. So, yeah, for me, I'm used to like 70s, high 70s weather. So when it dips below 70, like my house, it's on average like 64 to 66 in here. I'm like, dude, why? Like, it's just always like that. So, anyways, if I had a fireplace, I would have that thing running, I swear. But one summer is gonna hit. I'm gonna be outside at the pool like all the time and the beach. I'm definitely a water girl. So, preferred setting some adjustment as I'm not used to setting and forgetting it. Hey, it's still pretty cool that you're trying something new out and like willing to be open minded to it. I think when we get so comfortable, especially as like day traders or scalpers, intraday trading, we're so used to taking 10, 15, 20 points, or trading for just a short amount of time for the day or however long you trade. And then when you try to transition to something where for swing trading take hours or days or weeks or months, which is so different. So makes sense, but pretty cool that you're open-minded to it. In time, I think I'll consider swing trading, but for now, I'm sticking with the intraday. So, okay, but enough yapping for me. I don't know if you guys came here specifically to hang out or to back test, but while you guys pour in some new comments, I'm going to get started. Oh, and then my monitors on this side where I have my charts up for backtesting that you see. And then over here where I'm looking at is my OBS and the YouTube chat. So, and other stuff. Okay, let's see. 628. This is 620. Why is this? Let me refresh it. Okay, let's do some analysis first. Sorry guys, don't mind all the craziness. Okay, we broke out of this range, retesting right now. Do we have any imbalances? We had buy side swept. We have this imbalance here. Up, down. Whoops. Uh-oh. There's the chart. I lost it for a second. Okay. Should be appearing on my screen. Okay. Alright. Anyways, back to it. So we have this 1 hour down here. Why isn't it filling? There it is. Okay. Which one? I have one right here too, which it's no wick here. Oh, there is one. Small. Is there any? Oops. Let's go. Jump to the 15 now. There's no wick here. There's no wick. We do have this 15, which has it already been tested? 36. No, not all the way yet, but it has been touched. This has been tapped into. None here. Technically, this has already been tested. Yeah, 50% has already been tested here. My eyes are like so. I think it's just tired of looking at the screens. I'm being so honest with you guys. My eyes kind of hurt. They feel really dry right now and just not dry. I should just say like just tired. My eyes feel so tired. Okay, so we got that first 50% here. That is from Tuesday the 29th though, which we haven't filled. And then today is technically the 30th, right? Okay, interesting. So we do have this guy down here to retest that breakout we had on the higher time frame. Yeah, broke out. We're retesting it. This is the bottom of that range where we had that initial spike right here. Then we have this 15 and this one right here. Okay, let's just go for it. Okay, anything on the one here? This guy up here. It's kind of lagging a little bit, isn't it? Or is it just me? Okay. 7-3. Alright. Let me read the chat real quick. Let's see. Borbs DeBoss, does your eyes get strained staring at that white chart? Could be better if it's dark. Good point. I recently transitioned back to the white charts just because I like how like the black wicks stand out really clear, but maybe I should go back to a black chart and then make everything the opposite color, and then the wicks would just be white. I do have these blue light blockers, like my regular prescription glasses are blue light blockers, as well as these. I had that for a while too, but then I have these yellow frames that I purchased recently. But sometimes I just don't want to, especially when I wear these, it's just uncomfortable wearing both, to be honest. Like both glasses, whether it's my prescriptive or the blue light, the yellow frames. It's just uncomfortable. But I should transition back probably. We'll see. I do have my eye drops with me here too, so. But yeah. Hey, what's up, Northern? Good to see you. Happy Thursday. I'm doing alright. I'm trying to not be SICK. I don't want to say the word and like become that, but I feel like something is going on with me right now, and I think part of it's because I went to the pool yesterday. So I don't know. I'm just trying to fight it, and then I've been hitting the gym really hard, so I just think everything's piling up right now on me. So I'm just trying to take it easy, but yeah. But I'm doing okay. How are you doing? Kyle, thanks for the flash. Adrian, I was just now watching his video. Cool, sweet. Yeah, no problem for the flash. I'm glad you're able to take advantage of it. Sorry that yesterday I was super MIA after I posted. I posted and then I was out of the house. I went to the gym, went to Costco, went to the pool. I was reading at the pool too. So yeah, I was just out pretty much all day until nighttime. So yeah, sorry about that. But I'm glad you're able to use it. And cool. Oh, does Adrian have his own thing too? I'll definitely, let me go to his, how do I do that? Just click on this. Okay. Go to channel. Okay, cool. Oh, sweet. Adrian, you're a gamer? That is so sick. Or am I tripping? That's not a game, is it? War Robots. Cool. I actually played COD. I play Warzone and Black Ops 6. So, okay. Kyle, he's very good at trading. I believe he may have won the World Championship of Trading Futures. So sick, dude. Nice, Kyle. Congrats on being a champ. Okay, I see you. So most of the spots, he's been FTMO leaderboard over 120 times. Trades in his course where he does it live, and most of them are play out. Sick. Dude, that's so sick. I feel like I have a celebrity in my chat right now. It's so cool. Congrats, Kyle, for kicking ass in FTMO and trading, literally. Oh, should I have another celeb, and I have Adrian the celeb with freaking 239K subs. Okay, War Robots, sick. Are you a pro gamer? And then I have another celeb, Pine Tree. What's up, Pine? How are you doing? I've been meaning to pop into your evening stream. I'm probably going to pop in tonight, actually, because I don't trade evening session. I'm most likely not going to trade tomorrow. So I'm going to probably come hang out for a bit in the vibes. But I'm doing good, Pine. How are you? Kyle, I'm still feeling so anything helps, lol. I feel that. I definitely have my fair shares of ups and downs, and we just got to take the goods and the bads and keep it going. One thing that I've been really, really working on that's been helping with the emotional side of things was reducing the amount of thinking, like active thinking, and reducing the amount of thoughts in my brain. I know that sounds maybe silly, or maybe you already know about this, but ever since I started reading this book, and I'm pretty much almost done with it actually, I'm gonna make a video about it, and maybe a couple videos about it, because there's a lot of really insightful information. But long story short, when you reach a place where you're not actively thinking about something and you're not having as many excessive thoughts in your brain, and it's normal, right? Obviously, we're humans. Like, we're very blessed to be able to think and have ideas and create internal realities and make them an external reality. But being able to reduce the amount of that will also help reduce some of the emotions and feelings we feel, because thinking can lead to those emotions. It's like, for example, if I'm thinking about an argument that I had with someone that was super, super heated, and it was something that I'm passionate about, it's going to stir me up a little bit. I'm going to feel a little bit of emotions right now because of that really heated argument that we had. That's just a really specific example, but um, that's why if you reduce the amount of active thinking you do and just kind of be in the moment and just embrace what's happening right here, right now, you kind of accept this new level of peace because you don't have as much crazy shit going on in your brain. So that's what I've been doing for a bit of time now, and I feel like a complete flip. Like it feels like a genuine, complete mental and more importantly emotional flip. So like when I'm trading the last couple of days, I haven't felt anything. I haven't felt like greed. I haven't felt anger. I haven't felt like desperate. I haven't felt sad. And I know it's a work in progress, but dude, it was just such a crazy just breakthrough for me. So crazy. So, anyways, like when I'm green or even when I'm red, which happens, right? And when I blow an account or when I pass an account, I don't really feel as much, which is crazy. So crazy. Because if you've been following me, you know that I'm an emotional person. I talk about that part of my psychology a lot. But it took me some understanding and reading this book that it's not emotions aren't the main root problem. It's thinking that is causing my emotions. So thinking is technically my root problem. I think too much. So, anyways, my little tangent. You guys know I go on tangents, but um, yeah, Kyle. Hopefully that helps you because you mentioned you're failing, so anything helps. And I know you're talking about flash sales, but uh, even if you do fail, it's okay. Like it's part of it, and I believe in you. I think you'll bounce back. Oksana play Rocket League? I don't, but isn't that the game where you drive your car as like your car is basically like a football player or a soccer player, and then you use your car to push it into the net or something? It's like a crazy arena. I haven't played it, but I think I've seen videos about it. That stuff looks insane. Northern, thanks all well. Daily quick session trading the first 15-30 minutes. Good results so far. Dude, nice. Way to find like your time frame and then knowing when to stop. That's so sick. To be frank, I've been waking up a bit later than I usually do, and because market's so volatile, I've still been able to find some moves like later on past 7:30, 8 o'clock. But I'm trying to get back in the swing of waking up a bit earlier so I can trade mainly the New York Open like the first hour because I don't like having to trade around 9, 10, 11 o'clock when that's when I should be doing this stuff and then also getting ready to go to the gym. So good for you, dude. Oh, Kyle, Burn won. My bad. I thought he meant you, but anyways, good for Burn. Yeah, Pine for sure, dude. Yeah, I'll be there. I'll be there. It's good to see you though. How was your trading day? Kyle, I overthink about everything, so that part is always a challenge for me. Totally agree. Yeah, honestly, I 100% understand what you mean. And I know a lot of traders in this space, whether they say it or not, like they think about it too. I mean, who doesn't think about losing $500 on an account when that was maybe their life savings, or who doesn't think about losing an account when it was at payout? Like trading is so hard. So you're not alone in a lot of the things that you feel and that you're going through. So it's okay. It's okay. Um, but slowly but surely, just I would just highly suggest like cutting back on thinking so much. I'm a big overthinker too outside of trading. So like I've been applying the same method in my personal life. And I everyone has things going on in their life, right? Ups and downs, same thing like the charts. But applying it to my personal life, I haven't been so anxious or so much more emotional about things happening in my personal life because I've just been reducing everything. I was like, you know what? Whatever happens, happens. So that's kind of how I've been living life a little bit. Let's see. Adrian, I'm embracing my account going down right now. Yeah, Kyle, thanks for the tips. I've got to sim funded 3 times, funded immediately, and paper accounts. I'm up 70. I also saw that too, where people that transition from paper accounts, like demo accounts, I'm not even talking about sim funded paper performance accounts with prop firms. I'm talking about just like straight demo accounts on like TradingView or TradingVid or whatever. But people that transition from that into their own personal live or to props, it can be hard to like move that over. Not for everyone, right? Some people it's easy, some people it's hard. You get it. Um, so that's interesting, like to see that in paper you're really up, and then when it comes to like the moment where there's a little bit more skin in the game, it gets a little bit more tricky, and that's where like that whole psychology part, comes in. Because if in paper you're following your shot and it's obviously working, the only difference is that now you have skin in the game with the prop firm stuff. So totally makes sense. I need money too, Kyle. I feel it. Money is abundant. It will come to all of us. I know it. Adrian, I passed the challenge, get funded, but can't get a payout. I need to focus on the process more. The money will follow once I learn how. Yeah, definitely. I'm with you on that. The money will definitely follow once we primarily focus on the process and not the actual money. Little by little, right? I think the first step of it all is like being able to accept where you are, being able to embrace the current chapter you're in, which is at least you can pass the challenge, become funded, and now it's about being able to reduce the amount of mental games you play with yourself, focus on your system, and then get that payout. I mean, you got funded for a reason, right? You obviously know what you're doing to be able to get past the challenge. So you got this. Okay, last two, and then I definitely want to start doing a little bit of back testing. What I've been focusing on is trade more and more mechanical, trading on 1 and 5, trade on the momentum on the open, scalps of 5 to 10 points with minis for good profit. Ooh, good for you, dude. How long did it take you, Northern, to be able to lock in the strat like this opening, the New York Open kind of strategy that you're doing? Have you always been someone that focused on mechanicals, or were you more a different type of trader? I used to play craps, so I know the gamble mentality, but I let myself forget and don't stay in the zone enough. It's a casino. Oh man, Kyle, I don't know craps too well, but I am familiar with, gambling, obviously, like blackjack and XYZ. So um, I feel that. I feel that. Sometimes it's like, oh, enough is enough, but you just keep on going. Adelcio, hey, what's up? Good morning. Can you save this live? Yeah, it will be public on my channel, so feel free to come back to it when you want to. It'll just literally be on my channel under the live tab, I believe, and then you can watch it from there. So, okay. All right, I'm going to get started on this backtesting stuff. We're about almost 30 minutes in and I haven't started. Okay. Well, I got some analysis done, so let's see how it goes. What time is this? 6:25. Why is it? Oh, this is a 5-minute. Okay, yeah. Let's wait for 6:30 open. Okay. So I want to see on the 5. I do like this. I like this better. This play into here and then a push lower to maybe fill this. Get a fill of this. And then I would want to see if we could get a retest lower for Met to come get this retest lower, at least to 70. But otherwise, how big is this 5-minute? 71 to 72 to 60. Oh, here we go. 4.5 points. So, it's not that big of a range. So let's see what happens. I'm gonna take it out, 27. Okay, so 6:35. Okay, so I do like this. I do really like how we did get that move lower as I wanted 627. I want to see if this 5 at 645 break, if we can push into this gap down here. Otherwise, yeah, would have liked that. So that first one, I think I mentioned, it was this one that I liked, which one did I say? I think it was this one I said that I liked, but obviously 610, I'm not trading that time. But we do have a 1, 2, 3 setup, so this would have been a decent, like maybe entry right here. We did have two imbalances. We obviously have the 1 hour imbalance. We had the 15 that we were still not closed under yet, and we have this bigger imbalance. So a push to the downside made sense for me. But again, like 625, I'm not trading. So let's see if we can get something here. 640. Okay, there's our 570 we wanted. So you can get a little bounce up, get a retest up, and then we'll try to re-enter during the 645, 715 time frame. What time is this? 640. It's about to fill this whole thing without us. Okay, here's 645. So let's mark out our 15. 15, 15. Right? Yep. Oh, wait, that's the 5. I'm sorry. This is the 15. There we go. Because we're in this. We got a big boy range right here. How big is this? I need to fix this fib thing so it doesn't look so crazy. There we go. Not that. No thanks. We don't need none of that stuff. Oh, we need 0.5. We don't need that. Okay. Oh, we need 23. I guess we can do all of them. Yeah. Okay, and then let's all keep it one number 4. Okay, this is too thick. Let's make this black. Oh, nope, nope. That is way too bold. I'm not even gonna lie, I don't think I even need this thing. Okay. Okay, cool. Labels, font size, keep it small. Keep it in the middle. Labels on the right. Okay. Alright, now we can look at this thing. So 50% is literally 60 points, down 40, or I'm sorry, 605 to 42 is about 60, yeah. So let's see if we can do like 30 points lower below this guy. So 500s. Okay. Where's my thing? 15 hour, 15 minute opening. There it is. This is low. Okay, now we're good. So let me move this guy. Let me put it on the left side now. Okay, let's do it. So back on the 1 minute. What time is it again? 6:45 just opened. Well, wait. We don't have any 5 minute imbalances. Maybe. No, that's too small. Yep, that's too small. See if we can do something on the 1 right here then. This is our first one that was created. This one. So then this 15 has been filled. We're going to take that off. This one has been filled. Take that off. We do have this. Oh my gosh. There we go. There's our 1 on the middle of it, which is right above 50%. And we have this guy right here, this one. So I'm going to keep these 2 guys on here for now. See how we react here. Because I would like us, well, we already almost filled this guy. So I would like maybe a retest of this area and then see if we can push lower. And I'll probably put a stop loss with a 5, like right here at 617 or maybe right above it. So let's try it out. Oh my gosh. I just got bright yellow little thing right here. Oh shoot, Pine Tree, thank you. Oh, Pine Tree with the dono acai bowl on me. Dude, I appreciate that a lot. Thanks, Pine Tree. I do love me a good acai bowl. I love acai bowls. I went to Costco actually because Pine Tree hooked me up with the 10 dono. I went to Costco and I bought like the big packs of everything. So I'm ready to just make acai bowls until summertime and then run out of ingredients and then rebuy for the rest of the year. So I'm like stacked up for good 6 months probably for acai bowls. But thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you. It won't let me like the thing. Why won't it let me like it? Okay, there we go. Cool. And then gin, yes, this is live. Or no, I'm sorry. The price I'm looking at right now, this is TradeZella. This is back from Q4 2024, October. So, yeah. Okay, let's do it. So that's what I want to see. I want to see this come back up if it can. So here's the first imbalance, or this is the third imbalance created. So this is a third, second, first. And the reason why I call it that way is because this was the first imbalance created between 1, 2, and 3. This is the second one created between 1, 2, and 3. And then this is the third one created between 1, 2, and 3. So, yeah. Let's see if we can do 50% at least, up to 600. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna do an order. We're gonna just try it. I'm gonna do it right at 600. We'll do a TP down there and a stop loss above this guy, 626. So I would want to see a pull into this 15 again, not gonna lie. But I think we'll go here. Yeah. No, that's good. That's decent. Let's do that. We'll adjust it accordingly. Okay. Okay, price looks pretty good. So here's that's 50% of that guy, which we haven't gotten 50% of this drop. Okay, we're filled. Let's see if we're gonna get stopped out. Where is my order? Where did my order go? Hello? Journal. Oh, there it is. Okay, there it is. I was like, where did it go? So I will note as well that this isn't part of my imbalance test on the 5. This is a little different. But I would like to see a good reaction where this second candle becomes my candle 2. So let's see if that happens. Otherwise, if we hold this, we're going to push higher. Okay, let's see. Is this going to be where we get stopped? Yep, and we're stopped. Okay, wow. That did not follow any of my imbalance though. I just wanted to try that one out. Okay, let me mute myself real quick so then you guys don't hear me typing away because I know that can be really loud. So bear with me one moment and let me mute myself. Okay, perfect. Hey guys, I am back. Okay, Dr. Trade. Hey, what's up? Good morning. Aries, what TZ are you on? What TradeZella am I on? I'm on, if you mean for the plan, I have the annual subscription. I think that's what you mean, right? But yeah, I'm back testing right now. Dr. Trade. I don't know what that is, but okay. Bearish breaker. No idea what that is. All right. So that didn't work out. So, oh well, that was what, 20 and a half points, 20.5. So, okay, let's keep it pushing. Let's see if we get something in our 5 here. Let's see where this 5 is going to close. Why is my 15 thing look so crazy, doesn't it? Like, I don't know, but it's fine. It looks crazy, doesn't it? Okay, so we do have a 5 here, so these are no longer valid. Wait, let me put those back. I'll do that because I want to do this. Oh, there's no wick on this guy. Hello? There it is. Let's actually move it back more. It looks weird because of, you see how it like overextends it? Because it's the 5 minute? Very weird. Oh, it's because it's on the wick. I'm sorry. I'm tripping. Okay, let's see. Okay, let's see. This is, what time is this? 7:02. Okay, we're going for that high. We do have this guy now. Interesting. Okay, I want to see how we react here. Okay, there we go. Got the nice squeeze through the high. We're going to break and possibly retest. Or is this going to be the top wick? Is this going to be candle 2? Okay, this might be our candle 2. I think it's worth a try. Because we just broke the high. So let's see how we react on this next minute or two. Could try to break higher. Where is this? Right here. 12 a.m. This is the open right here. Interesting. Okay. All right, this might be an interesting area for a retest lower. Could be wrong. This is also our VWAP right here. So we could get a rejection. Okay, I'm gonna go for it. Let me also change my song because I don't want to listen to the song. Give me some. Oh, that's a good zone. Okay. All right. Let's move our stop above this guy. This is our candle 2, 1, 2. This could be our 3. So let's see if we can get a TP at our first 50% at 43. Okay, so this time, we are respecting this 1 minute. We are trying to retrace this whole bad boy right here. But let's see if we can get at least one retest lower first. It could push higher though, because we are finally breaking out of this 50-minute opening range right here. So we could push higher, but I'm gonna go for this. Do this. See if it's a fast stop out or not. Let's move this to right at 80. There. And what's the break? Just really trying to break this view up, really trying to take over this high. Okay, I've been stopped. So that's the one thing I don't like about this thing, is that it lags a little bit, but that's okay. Alright, so we did get the break. It retested. Let's see if we could push higher. And that's my last trade for today's session on this day. Unless we can wait for another decent setup in the next until 7:30. Okay, so this could be our next target up here. Let's see. If we are holding and breaking up a VWAP, could this have been our entry instead? Candle 1. Right here, holding this level, pushing into this next one right here. Okay, let's watch it. Okay, is this going to be our break, retest, and then push higher? Or do I risk going for it once more for the sake of back testing to see if we do get any rebalance? It's a V-shaped recovery, dude. So I'm just not even gonna, we only have 5 minutes left. So, you know what, screw it. Just for the sake of back testing, I'm gonna do it anyways. Because that's the point of back testing. You want to understand why this does or does not work. We did have a lot of consolidation here, right here, consolidating where the basing was before. Yeah. Okay, yeah, let's just go for it. We're gonna go for it. I think this is a break and retest, and it's gonna go higher probably. If it stops me out, yeah. Okay, and that's the last trade for today's October 30th session. So, so I was kind of anticipating. I want to see how the rest of this morning goes real quick. No, just stop me out. That's it. Right below 700. And then there is the imbalance. So my entries were way too early. So we had the break, we had this little horizon, and now we are finally coming to the imbalance. So the key is, how would I be able to understand this point, right? To know that it was going to come directly for 699, not even 700. And 700 is the psych level, right? It's not like it had taken, oh, was it 50% of this? Did I not mark this? Is this 50%? No, it's not even 50% of that either. So, see, it's like, how would I be able to really pinpoint that, oops, 1 minute, that is where I really should have entered? Maybe it's understanding what I was saying. It's a break and it's going to retest. However, it did break. It did retest right here, but it still broke higher. It still broke higher. Oh, maybe because it wanted to just come up directly to this guy right here. Okay. Well, I don't know how many. I think that was 1, 2, 3 losses for October 30th. So, do that. So for our actual trades, that's about a grand, 12, like $1,500 on this session alone. Not the best, not my favorite, but that's okay. Let's see. It's kind of hurting my head a little bit. Not gonna lie. Okay. So let's see. So I'm trying to grab my results of this account so far. So here we go. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Shoot. Here we go. So this is my current backtesting results from what I've traded so far. Using, between yesterday and today, I did do a couple, like very few opening range breakout trades. So I did one today, and then yesterday, I don't know how to see if it says for opening range, but regardless, like my overall stats using the imbalances make sense, but I need to really pinpoint entry. Like I need to make sure I'm understanding why my entry should be where it should be. Because I got stopped out with this trade and the second one, right? Now how can I pinpoint that this is the move where I should have entered? But then again, it's really the 5 minute. The 5 minute is where I determine usually my entry. It's not the 1, it's my 5, right? So we want a 1, 2, 3 candle. I thought this would be, oh, because this was a rejection. I thought this would be the first one, because 1, 2, 3, right? We did have a little bit of pullback, but not quite enough. Then we had the breakout of the opening range. Then I entered to the second one, which I thought would be right here, which the idea is right. It is here. However, 1, 2, 3, however, my entry was invalid because the 5 didn't close yet. The 5 did not close yet. So 7:30 was this candle. 7:25 was this candle. Yeah, so I literally entered on the second minute of the 5. So it was way too early. I should have waited until like the 3 or 4 minute mark, because then I could have noticed, are we going to break this or not, right? Because 3 minutes, obviously 4 minutes right here. And as we start to approach the 4th, 5th minute right here, I'm finally seeing a little bit more rejection. So now the 5 minute makes more sense. So at this point, I could still even enter around 80s. So it could be right 7:30, right here. So new candle opens. I had multiple chances to be able to re-enter at a better place again if I wanted to right here for about 5, 6 minutes, and then still taking that short lower. So I wish I journaled all of that. It's okay. I'm not gonna journal it on here. I'm just gonna look back on this live stream I'm gonna look back on this live stream and just listen to what I just said. So, what time is it on the live stream? Bookmark this. 56 minutes in. 56 minutes in. That's the 20th at 56-minute mark. Okay. Now, if I look at what that could have been, like even if let's even give myself a worse entry, right? Let's say that I entered at 385 or something. 700. Cool. And then if I did it down here, so that would have been 43 points. So that would have been 860 I could have brought in on this one. Excuse me. Excuse me, 860. So I could have taken care of 2 trades and a bit of the other one. It'd still be down on the day, but let's see if there would have been opportunity to scale in more if we are going to come for the extra guys. Uh-oh, it's not loading. Okay. Yeah, okay, so there's our second TP. So we could have definitely been able to scale if we rejected, since we did reject, filled that, rejected the imbalance. We filled it, but we rejected it. On the higher time frame, we still have more imbalances to the downside than we do to the upside. So, okay, that's today's session. Let's move to the next day. Darn. 625. All right. I'm gonna take off my headphones. This is hurting my head. For real. Turn off my music. Okay. Let's see. Okay, awesome. Let me turn off my heater as well. Okay, I'm back. I have no idea if you guys can hear my music. Let me pause it. Can you guys let me know in the chat if you guys are able to hear my music, please? That'd be great. Aries, what time zone? Oh, my time zone, I'm in Pacific Standard Time. I'm from California, from the States. Adrian, what was weird was when someone showed me the crude oil chart yesterday of what happened during COVID. This price spiked to negative. I've never seen that before. Dude, it's so insane whenever we have a huge catastrophic event, like a worldwide event, and then you look at the chart and how it responds to it, especially like the '08 crash, COVID, obviously. I think, like, obviously with presidency and who gets elected, all that stuff. It's pretty insane like how the market reacts. But yeah, I'm working my best to like actually not trade news anymore because of that reason, and just more so trade either before or after the news, just so I can stay out of all that craziness. Hi Jess, can I check? Whoops. Okay, can I check with you, how do you manage your trailing drawdown intraday? So actually, there's a really great video that Patrick Whelan posted where he kind of explains his strategy he does with trailing drawdown. And that's something similar to what I do, where I just trail my stops super close to the price, just so that it doesn't go against me too much. And then also, it's just, I'm only going for base hits, 10, 15 points, 20 points, if that, with momentum trades. So that's kind of how I manage it. And then, of course, once you hit the drawdown buffer, or like the drawdown, I think of like a 50K is $2,600 or like $2,100, then it becomes static. So once you get there, then you don't have to do that kind of strategy. But that's kind of how I go about it. So yeah, let me know though again, chat, if you guys are able to hear my music. Hopefully it's not too loud, but I'm gonna go ahead and play it. Okay, hopefully not. Okay, let's get back to it. Alright, so same idea as yesterday's October 30th play. Let's see if we can get something here. So these are broken. So how interesting, like our entire H1 is taken by power hour. And then all those 5-minute imbalances that were created are also taken. This 15-minute that we had from the previous days are also taken. So I love when stuff like that happens, but obviously it's not fun when you miss out on that opportunity. It happens though. It's all part of it, right? So okay. Let me actually put on my 2025 playlist instead. Much better. Okay.
really much to go off of here. I prefer the one up here better, this one that has been filled. So, okay, let's see how price goes. Oh, 10 seconds. This is, what time is this? 6:26. Let's do a minute. 27, 28, 29, 30. Okay, 5 minutes has been filled. Yep, 5 minute has been completely filled. 15 is filled. Grabbing sell side, possibly. See if we can break this low. Yep, 296 is broken. And so is sell side. So that is absolutely insane. No entry. I mean, technically, if we really, really were trading before, entry was a little bit beforehand. Could have done something right here, like a 1, 2, 3 here. But also, if we right here, we have all this. Oh my gosh, this thing. We have all the support that was created. We have obvious like lower highs. The support keeps getting tested. And on the higher time frame, lower highs, you know. So makes sense, makes sense. Let's see if we can get anything though. You definitely could get, so like there's some trades I would take that while like all this is happening for like quick points, quick scalps, like a sweep of sell side, going for like 10 points for a little bounce. Like obviously this gave us more than 10 points. You can do something like that. You can do on the smaller time frame, if you're doing like quick scalps, you can use these imbalances as zones. There's a lot of different ways you can still manage points, but the point of my backtesting is to like lock in about this imbalance thing. Obviously I'm playing a little bit with the opening range too, the breakout plays, but I really want to just stay focused on the imbalance ones because I feel like the stats for it's okay, sweet. And for YouTube, I'm hoping that this is still working well. Because my chat thing is not, it's not loading properly. Like, I don't know if any new chats came in, but if not, then I should be fine, but like it's completely blank. So let me refresh. Let me close this thing out. Let me just try to have minimum amount of stuff open. Okay, cool. No, we're good. We're good. Okay. Nice. All right. So we're gonna try on the 1 minute time frame to see if there's any imbalance plays we can take for quick scalp. However, my imbalance one it primarily focuses on the 5 minute chart. So we'll do 20-point stop there. Let's see if we can get almost, let's just try to go for a 1-to-1. Let's see if that works. Close enough. Okay, let's just see if that works. No, we're gonna buy. Okay. Let's just see. Let's just see. Okay. So that's why I don't like 1 minute imbalances. They're just not as trustworthy compared to fives. I think that fives just hold more like value to them. The only reason why I like to use ones is to like understand for better entry, but sometimes like how my previous trade on the 30th, like even that entry wasn't good enough because I was looking at the 1, but I should have paid attention to the 5 and the closure of the 5. So that's why I don't really like to use the 1, to be honest, unless I'm taking like quick scalp trades. But let's write it out. There was 2 imbalances, but not to the upside on the 5, so can't use that. There was a structure shift because we were trying to find it on the up and up. First candle low and high is taken by the second, so yes. Second did take both. Second is the newest of the 3, yes. Technically I could say yes for all of these. The only problem is that it's the 1 minute, and I don't trade the 1 minute like that. Third candle does not break the second low, correct. Did not hit 50%, so I didn't even exit, and plus even put it below. That's what I was talking about too. Maybe my stop was also not in a good place. Okay, so let me go ahead and write out my notes. Let me mute myself 1 second. Okay, I'm back. All right. Sorry, I had to mute myself for typing. So, all right, let's focus now on the 5. Let's focus on the 5. Let's focus on the 5. Oops. Okay, there we go. Let's focus on the 5. Let's see how the price plays out on the 1, but let's focus on the 5. Is there even any imbalances to the downside besides this one at 700s? Okay, interesting. Because this has already been taken. Is there none down here for us to use? Oh shit. No, that's a black candle. This has been taken 50% already, I'm assuming. Yeah. So let me see if I can try to extend it. Okay. So this is our 15. Here's our 5. Okay, and this is our 1. Beautiful. So let's see when our first 15 closes. Let me speed it up a little. What, 640? 645. Okay, now we have the first 15 minutes created. 15, high and low. Okay, so we do have this whole thing. So 50% of this thing is 311, give or take. So let's see if we can get any kind of bounce back or retest. Otherwise, we broke out of this new low. Let's see if we retest it and go lower. 10 seconds. Okay. That's a heavy 5-minute. Very heavy. Really, really heavy candle. Okay, let's see. Let's see what we got here. Pause. Yeah, that's just a heavy, that's a heavy one. Just waiting for this to go. Okay, let's see. Right here, we may have this 5 here. Oh, and then these guys are already taken, right? So let me actually move it back. Move it back. What is this? Oh, this is the one where we failed. So we'll just delete that. It's fine. We don't need that. And then this guy is also taken. So we technically do have 2 imbalances up here. Right, we have both of these. So we could sweep lower to take this, or are we able to retest 50% at least before we reject lower? Now, this could be an early entry, but based on how I'm seeing this for now, right? This is our candle 2. We obviously have the lowest low here. So this is 6:55, 5 minutes until 7, 15 minutes until 7:10, or 6:55, 20 minutes until 7:15. So a lot can happen within that time frame. And given that this is like the lowest candle 2, and this is where I would preferably want to enter into a buy, if I wanted to take this, I would go 1, and I'm gonna try for it. Yeah, I'm gonna try for it. So we have a buy here. We'll try TP up there, and the stop loss under. Uh-oh. under here. All right. Could be rejected, could come sweep this to create a second candle low, or like a future 2 candle low, which then we could push back up to retest this. So let me do, should I do it now or should I wait? 5 minutes. Anything can happen in 5 minutes, right? I think we will just go for it. Yeah, let's go for it. So let's do it right here. Candle open and then close right here. Okay. Let's see if I can get filled. If I get stopped out now, totally chill, because then I would want to re-enter if we do break low again. Okay, we're already, that's like 15, 20 points up. Oh, darn. Okay, this moves too fast. I was going to move this to break even. Let me go back in time and do that again. So I was moving my stop up because once we hit 15, 20 points, right here, this is when we hit like 20 something points. That's when stop should go break even, because I don't want to lose anything since this trade is super green, right? And then obviously we saw it's going to hit me, which is fine. Totally fine. So let's see at this point. Okay, what just happened? No idea. So that's where our new low is created. And at this point, we want to see if we close lower. So what? That's 659. Here's 7. Okay, so this is our newest low so far. This guy here. We obviously failed to break higher. And I want to see how we react in this area again, because I would want to see this to get filled, and then I would like to see us retest higher if we could. Although we do have this guy down here at 19.8. So let's try that out. There's that fill, 50%. What time is this? 7:01, 2. This is our new candle 2 right here. This is what I was looking for, something like a candle 2 here. So let's see how we continue to close. 7:03. Okay, beautiful. What is this? 7:05. Okay, so at this point, I would want to get an entry around this kind of area. I would want to see an entry around this area. Let's see if we can break over 167 first. Okay, and there is 167. Oops. 1 second. There we go. I am going to go ahead and try it. The stop loss underneath candle 2 and our TP all the way up here. And let's do buy. I want this, what number is this? 7:05. Okay, 7:05. So 5-10 minutes before our thing's over. Let's do it. Maybe make this faster, because if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Totally chill. But I would want this candle 2 to be our lowest low. Okay, let's see where this 5-minute closes. Depending on strength, we'll move break even. Once we get stopped out first. So, okay, these are lower highs here. Can this maintain to be this lowest low? And we're stopped out. Okay, are we diving lower? Are we going to continue lower? Would this have been the appropriate entry instead? Let's see. Dang, this session is eye-opening. These entries I'm having are just not it right now. Okay, 7:10, 7:13. Let's do every minute. 14, 15. Okay, so this is what our candle, this is the candle 7:10, right? I entered at 7:05, I think. What time did I enter? Did I have an early entry again? Is that what I did wrong again? Close position. I entered at 7:05. Yep. Entered at 7:05. 7:05. 7:10 closure. So let me make a note of that. Let me see how this plays out. Let me see how this plays out. And then if this does hit here, then I'm gonna be mindful of like 7:10 for better entries. Let's try. Let's see. Is it going to hit it? No. Still retested. Hasn't hit stop yet, technically. Okay, and there's the stop. That's where the stop would be. So you would have been stopped. I would have been stopped out either way, even if I re-entered again. Okay, well, that's it for today's session, number 2 for October 31st. Not doing so hot. Yeah, I mean, I'm not just not doing well. Let me fast forward it even more. I want to see where price goes by the end of this session. Okay, 11. One. Okay, so it just literally drops, just consolidates in this area forever. Okay, well, there we have it. Didn't work. That is, so the first one was a test trial trade. Don't really count that. To be honest, I don't count that at all because it was on the 1 minute time frame. However, the second 2 trades I placed did not work. We didn't even get into 50%. So, oh well. Let's talk about it so then I can just look back in this live stream instead of writing about it. But first trade, again, 1 minute time frame, don't count it because that was a test trial. So we can skip over that loss of however many points that was. That was 405, so 20 points. Second one was break even. We were up around like 20 something points and just granted, I was trying to move it up, couldn't move it up in time, well, because price was just moving. So obviously in real time, I can adjust stop loss a lot quicker and everything will be fine, but because it's sped up by 10 seconds when I was doing it, 10 seconds goes by really fast on the NQ, price moves very fast on the NQ in increments of 10 seconds. But stop move to break even, $20 win, that's for commissions, whatever, didn't hit target. Third trade seemed like a pretty decent setup in the sense of we did have all of our check marks. So let's look at that. We did have 2 imbalances created of 2 5s right here. I will say that this one, I don't know about imbalances that have no wicks. You know, does that make it that the imbalance is not valid anymore then if there's no wicks to actually grab onto? That is important to note. The second is going to be a clear market structure shift where internal, external was swept. So we did have a sweep, right? We did have that all swept. So a retest of that sell side would have been nice. A retest of the 15-minute breakout would have been nice as well. I'm only looking for 50% of that imbalance to begin with. Didn't get it. First candle low was taken by second candle, which is valid. As we can see, the first one, second one did take that one, and the third one did not take it as well. So all 3 of these are correct. And then even if I wanted to re-enter again for a 4th trade, which I did not though, it would have been correct again with the same ideas. Imbalance is created, all 3 candle structure setup is here, and then exit criteria did not hit 50%. So I think at this point, no, I don't need to tweak it. I'm just gonna leave it the way it is. Market conditions, it did get swept, the sell side, and there was an obvious support and resistance created in pre-market right here. So all those things are checked off, just trade didn't work. And also entry was not the best. I feel like part of it too is being able to be mindful of the time frame. So I like 6:45 to 7:15 That's why I kept saying earlier, like, oh, okay, until 7:10 or 7:15. I like 7:15, even pushing to 7:30, especially nowadays in the market volatility. However, some trades just don't work. So, yeah. Okay, let me look at my live stream so I know when this was. Book market 1:30 or an hour 30. YouTube stream ads. Let's do it all the same ones. See, here's the 1 minute one that was just a test trial. So, all good in the hood. Let's move on to the next day. Probably do one more day. How do I do that again? I forgot. I'll be right here. Thursday. Okay, here is Friday. Friday the 1st. So 6, and we'll do 6:29. Keep it pushing. Awesome possum. Okay, so let's remove this, remove that, remove that. And this. So this whole 1 hour right here has been created. That's a huge imbalance. Let's look at the 5, and we haven't even came back into any of them. So it would be enticing to want to target these areas, to be fair. I don't really want to mark this out because this is massive. 287 is like 50% of it. That thing is massive, so let's see if we don't have to do that. Let's see if we can do it like this instead. And then we have the 15s. And we have the 15 up here too, which I don't really want to mark it because it's so massive, but it's lagging. But okay. So let's see, maybe if we go into the higher time frame now, take off everything, higher highs. Now we have lower lows, right? Yeah, lower lows. All right, put everything back. 1 hour again. Let's see if this is our breaking point. Did I? Oh, here, these sell sides. I need to mark these out. Sell side here, and we have sell side here too. There we go. Okay, beautiful. So we have this crazy kind of consolidation here. Yeah, I would still be interested in something for a move down based on this chart. I would like to see a continued move down, but otherwise we do have targets on the upside. Let's even get 20 grand, if we can grab 20 grand, and then from there. But yeah, this will be my last back testing session because I got to get ready after this. Okay, so here's the 15, here's the 5, and here's the 1. Do I have anything on the 5 for these to cover? These don't have any wicks. See, that's the part I also need to be mindful of. They don't have wicks. Gap fills. So this gap has been filled from overnight sesh. Okay, let's go for it. Uh-oh, it's lagging. Okay, there we go. So let me go 10-second play. We get above this trend line and hold. Now, I will also have to keep in mind that the following week after this, so November 1st, is the election. So I know that there's a lot of crazy stuff that will happen during that time frame. Makes it very volatile for us. Okay, here is 6:35. Okay, here we have an obvious break of the trend. However, we also have candle 1, 2, and now we need to see where 3 closes. Oh, okay, and then we do have these internal, delete that. We do have these internal buy sides up here. Is that equal high? No, they look like equal highs though. Buy side, I'm going to do one more. We have these little guys in here that could be used as targets, right? But if we're focusing on imbalances, we want to see it come up to 20 grand, 200. Okay, where does that go still? Okay, let's see. New 5 minute. Oh no, it still is the same 5. I'm tripping. So candle 1, 2, 3 is holding, and then there's our TP1 for just focusing only on buy side, and then TP2 as well. So 1, 2, 3 did hold up. So entry should have been around 80s to 20 push would have been 40 points, but stop would have been below 56, which is about 30 points. So it's a 1-to-1. 1 to 2 once you get to target 2 right here. Let's keep it pushing. Okay, and retesting the buy sides. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Broke out, retest, retest again. Okay, so it looks like price still wants to continue higher. So at that point, this would have been the best entry for the imbalance play. Could have definitely taken profits along the way. I don't know if I should just go back and then mark it on my live stream. I think that's what I'm gonna do. So then on my live stream, I can be able to make note of why this could have been a decent trade. So let's go back. I'm gonna put just like what I talked about. Order. Okay. Right here. So would have done like that for a buy at 88, 87. I'll put it lower just because, and then it said below 56. And then our TP1 would have been here first, then our TP2 would have been here, and then obviously our TP3 really wants to be 50%. So in this case, for the sake of backtesting to see if I can do it better with trailing price, mark it on my live stream as well. At 1 hour 40 minutes, we are going to take the buy here, and we are going to trail our position when it hits our TP1 and 2 for internal buy side sweeps. And obviously our main target is still up here, but we're gonna trail. We're gonna trail with our thing. So let's hit it. Press play. Okay, cool. Okay, oh, it's on 5 minutes. We'll do 10 seconds again. And then we'll trail from here. So we broke out of this thing, right? And then we'll trail our stop loss because we hit 1 and 2 technically, right? So we would trail below this 5 minute, basically. That's what I'm thinking, something like that. And let's see if we can break this high, then I'll trail it to this low, and then we continue to break higher. I would still like to see 20,000. So let's just watch. That's what I want to see. What I want to see is break higher, and I would continue to trail. Oh, and also, wait, 15-minute opening range. So here's our 15-minute low, oops, the low, and this is our 15-minute high. So if we do struggle here, totally fine. Where is it? It's not popping up. There we go. So if we do struggle to break out here, or at least close, I want to see a break, retest of the opening range, and then take off into 50%. So we'll see how we react at the break. If we do close strong over it, awesome. And if we fail, that's okay. At least we still have our stop loss in profits. So let's see how we break or not. Okay, we are trying to break 6:55, so 15 minutes, 20 minutes actually, before we stop trading. Okay, we have not closed over it yet. Okay, so we tapped into the 5. We tapped into it. Okay, so we broke. We tried to retest, and it was an obvious fail for right now. Let's see how we react around here. Obviously, if we break and close below this, then we will be out. Let's see if this holds. I am going to go ahead and move this even tighter to this right here. Okay, we are retesting again on the 15-minute breakout. So I'm trying to add the breakout into my imbalance strategy at this point. Where I want to see is to break out and hold over it to actually hit our imbalance target. Okay, so far so good. Okay, that's the full break. Let's see if we get another retest here. Can we hold? Needs to hold. Trail even more. Okay, we're gonna make it even right at our 15-minute breakout. Pausing. Which line did I put it on? Because it should have hit. What number is this? Oh, it's the 5. Okay, so it touched the 15-minute first, the 50% of the 15-minute first. So let's see if we get a retest back down. It could take us out if it wants to retest the breakout and then come back up. I'm gonna see how we react here at the 80s, right? I want obviously the 80s to hold and for a retest one more time, but give me that 5. Beautiful. Okay, so that idea made sense as I was walking through it and talking about it. We initially saw off rip how we broke trend line. I talked about breaking trend line, but we did have a 1, 2, 3 candle setup here. We did have obvious imbalances to the upside, a huge 1 hour imbalance created. So a lot of indication where we left a lot of orders, so to speak, on the upside. And I wanted to see that push through the initial, like the lower targets, these buy side liquidities, the internal buy side liquidities, and then our 15-minute opening range was created. right here, and using that and adding it to our imbalance strategy, holding off of these breaks right here, breaking out, retesting, and just finally seeing a fill in the 50%. So journal, trade notes. Okay, so there was this created, there was a clear shift as well when we did sweep 2 internal buy side liquidities, 1, 2, 3 candle setup. First candle low is technically taken by the second, which is here. Our second candle is still the lowest of the 3 candles, which is our third candle was here. So we would want to enter, our entry would always be at the close of the smaller of the candle 2 and 3. So in this case, we would prefer to enter here. If we did have this push up, a retest back down of the trend line. If we go on the smaller time frame too, we broke back in the trend line, we retested it. So technically, if I'm looking at this chart, there's multiple chances to enter again, creating support in this level at the trend line on the higher time frame. Trend line is strong, holding. We did exit at the 50% of the 5-minute time frame. We did have buy side liquidity swept. We even have sell side swept from yesterday, technically, that was never retested. And then we did wait for a clear support and resistance to be created. So we had support on the lower time frame, and then we did start to create an obvious kind of support on this trend line. There was obvious resistance being created right here too, so like accumulation, consolidation, whatever you want to call it. Call this the manipulation, and then distributing higher into these imbalances. So that's the way that I would want to read this chart in real time. Doesn't always work out that way, but that's how the strategy should work. So cool. 15-minute imbalance might get filled all the way. 15s usually love to get filled regardless, whether it's the same moment or throughout the rest of the day, but 15s love to get filled. So we would stop trading at this point. There's no point to trade anymore. We would move on to the next day. Let's see how. So there's a full 15-minute fill as anticipated, especially when you have that much momentum and drive. So beautiful fill in the 15. So I'm going to call it on that one. Let's take a look at where our account sits at now. So that was a huge win. That did end up making all of those losses I had previously from the 31st and the 30th that we went over. That technically does make back those losses. So that was an awesome trade. Should have gone in it immediately when I was watching it as it went, instead of going back and having to enter it in order to see if this plays out. But I will take what I get. So let me see actually how many points that technically was. So that was 287.75 with the stop here at 56.5. Close enough. And then we took it at 222.75. Uh-oh. Okay, close enough as well. So like 100, imagine securing in 134 points. Like that would have been absolutely insane. Obviously it's backtesting, but the beauty of backtesting, right? So where is this? This is, let me just leave it there. And then we'll just go like this. Okay, so yeah, pretty sick being able to see something like that. All right, well, that's probably going to be it for my backtesting session. Let me get out of this, go to that, go on that, TradeZella. Let's see where we are for our stats on this account. Backtesting, session results. Okay, so even with the amount of losses we've taken, pretty decent risk to reward, over 3. Profit factor would be a 4, and then 80% win rate. So I know for me, I would actually drop, based on how I'm trading right now, I'm dropping down to like 70%. 67 to 70%, even as low as 65%. So that's because I'm also including base hits and scalping. But if I do primarily focus on the strategy, which is the goal, that's the end goal, that's what I'm going to start to do, I should have a higher win rate, a higher risk to reward, a better profit factor across the board. Oh, I'm taking that back. Our win rate would actually drop even more. So I'm that type of trader where I need to have a higher win rate though. It's hard mentally to detach from the win rate percentage part. It really is. So that's something I need to work on, but I'm pretty it's pretty cool to see this for my back. This is back testing. This is all back testing. So it's pretty cool to see that it's possible, right? That it really is possible. I just got to implement better. So now it's a matter of sticking with the strat. I feel like I had a breakthrough with part of my mental and emotional because focusing on my active thinking has been helping. But now that I'm starting to re-lock in as well with my technical side of trading, then everything should align well. The thing about me though too is I need to remove my scalping mindset, I think. That's the thing. If I can remove my scalping mindset, remove focusing on smaller base hits and actually just try for the straight imbalances only, specifically this setup only, then I feel like the stats aren't too bad. But then again, this is only over only so many trades. I don't even know how many trades I've done so far, let alone I think it's 2 or 3 months of data that I've done, which still isn't enough. Let's go 2024. We'll go to October. Okay, there we go. So let me filter this to, oh here, playbook, beautiful, rebalance, only show that match, apply. So, oh gosh, October 2024. So it doesn't, oh, that's my fault. Let me do this. September 2024 to December of 2024. It didn't, darn it, September 2024, September, December 2024. Okay, that's my fault. I didn't do it. There we go. There we go. Okay, and then I had the filter of only on the rebalance playbook. Okay, sweet. So September, here we go, October, and then now in November. So, how many trades is that again? Yeah, it's still 49, 3 break-evens, 34 losers. 9 trades, 7 trades. So I feel like if I can reduce the amount of trades to sub 10 and focus only on imbalances, then I'd have pretty decent stats. Let's see. Realized, see, negative. These are 1-to-1s. This was wow, how is this a 14? 2 contracts with come on, don't lag on me. Move this thing down. Oh. Okay, it's fine. It is what it is. But oh, there we go. Here we go. So how did this happen? 275 down to 194. 5 minutes. So this would have been what, a 1-to-2 or 1-2-3 setup? Is that what I'm looking for here? Why would I exit at 194? Imbalance fill. That's why. So, but wait, it would have to be here. Yeah. So yeah, imbalance fill. So this, see, but this is pre-market though. That's the only thing as well. So this is pre-market. So yeah, pre-market and exit at New York Open. So that doesn't truly help. It shows the strat works, but it doesn't help when it comes to my session time that I actually trade. Then again, before I did used to trade pre-market too. I would trade like 6:15 up until like 8 o'clock, 8:30. But I've been now like trying to reduce it from 6:45 to like 7:30. So there is truth in that. But at the same time, like seeing that we did have the imbalance play. Okay, I see it now. 6:10 enter. Yeah. Okay. Interesting. Let me how do I go back? Alright, it's fine. Oh, here, back testing. Boom. Session results. Okay. Alright, let's see. I don't think there's many people left in the YouTube stream with me, but we have. Oh, what's up, Captain Price? Oh, look. Dude, I haven't seen you in forever. Then again, I haven't been streaming as much as I used to. But, oh shoot, a gnat went inside of my coffee. I'm not drinking that. But yeah, dude, it's so good to see you. I hope everything is going well with you. Here we all go. Hi, Jess, are you still using Trade Day? Yes, I am. I am still using Trade Day. I'm actually set to pass their account by tomorrow. I think I did my flip for today. And tomorrow I will be, in fact, good to go to pass. So here, I will show you my thingy. Oh, shoot. Whoops. Okay, here we go. Uh-oh. Here we go. So, yes, I have met the profit target, the 5,000 that was needed. So I signed up for Trade Day, this account, prior to the new intraday accounts, prior to the static accounts that were created today. And because I was able to like lock in this account prior to all of that, the rules for my account is different. So let me actually log into my membership portal really quick here, and then I can show you how it's different. Because I know with the new plans, they actually adjusted like your profit target and your all that other stuff. So, okay, right here. So I just logged in. Okay, so here I'll go. If you're still here, this is for you. But so this is my Trade Day dashboard. For this account, the profit that was needed was only 5,000, and my drawdown, I believe, is like 3,000 roughly. And so with Trade Day, I locked in this account prior to all the changes, where I'm trying to pull up the account prices now, but I think because I'm logged in, I'm not able to show you guys all of that. So let me see if I could just log out of it. Okay, there we go. Here we go. Okay, so met the profit target, right? 5,900 is my drawdown. 5,000 is all you needed. So it starts at 105, and I made $5,900 total profits, as you can see here. 5,900. Met the thing. Today I did my flip, so technically I'm 6 days out of 7. So then tomorrow, the 21st, is when I will flip one more time, and then by end of day, going into Monday, I'll have a fresh funded account with them. It's sad too, because I'm passing by tomorrow, the 21st, Friday, but today, Thursday, the 20th, they just rebilled me for my monthly subscription. So I paid the $191 and some change, and then I'll have to pay for the funded activation fee of the $139, but it is what it is. I try to ask if I'm able to like do something about that, or if they can help, but they have it in their help center article that they can't adjust my rebill or apply my monthly sub price towards my funded account, even though I'm passing one day after my rebill. It is what it is, part of the rules. It's in their thing, so like I'm not mad about it. It just sucks, but I am passing it, so that's really cool. And then going over here, so I have the 100K end of day. So my profit target was 5K. Now they bumped it to 6. My end of day drawdown, I think, was also 3,000. But so now it's like a 1 to 2 basically that you have to make for the new end of day accounts. 10 contracts, I think that's the same thing. And then the minimum 7 days, that's the same thing too. But they did have these new accounts added. So the intradays, you could think of these similar to like Apex or other firms that have intraday like Tradeify as well. But intraday is basically where like it trails your unrealized profit, doesn't matter. So they have these accounts available now too. And then as of today, they started selling the static accounts. So if you're not familiar with static drawdown, the static drawdown means that it won't trail you. So it doesn't trail your unrealized and it doesn't your drawdown amount. It won't adjust at the end of day either. So let's say you start at a 500 drawdown and for day one you made profits of $1,000, then your new drawdown is 1,500. Let's say on day two you made another 1,000. Now your new drawdown is 2,500. So if you make profits, it basically builds your drawdown, which is really cool. So yeah, I do like static accounts, but with trade day you can only have one account at a time. So there's that. But it makes sense why they're doing only one at the same time. But I also do know myself and other people like to have multiple accounts. So in a way, this does keep expenses a little bit lower, and it forces you to be more mindful on that one account. But then at the same time, you're like, oh, imagine copy trading or at least having multiple accounts. You get multiple payouts, blah, blah, blah. So yeah, I think trading is awesome. That's why I'm trading with them. And the goal is to, of course, get to daily payouts with them. But most importantly, like I want to become live funded with them because then you can really scale more with the company. And that's like the goal, right? To have a big account balance, to be able to like have pretty decent sized daily withdrawals with that live account. I don't know if there's any other special perks about going live with TradeZella though. I'm not sure if they've like released new bonuses like how My Funded Future has or like Tradeify. So we'll see. But yeah, just glad that I've done what I need to do with this account and now I'm just waiting for it to become passed. So yeah, close that out. And then here's the statics. Gym Jacks, can you make a living from trading only? I know a lot of people that actually say it's better to not have trading be your only income source. So for those that only trade and make a living off of it, dude, like kudos to you, good for you. But I found that a lot of entrepreneurs in this space and then outside of the trading space have other income sources. So you're probably familiar with all the other influencers and like content creators out there that have multiple streams of income. So for me, I also have multiple streams of income too. This is only one of them, but yeah. I think that's everything I wanted to share though for today's backtesting and then answering questions. There's no other questions on the chat. Do you guys have anything else you guys want to like talk about or whatnot? Okay. Let's see. Why do I have two? There we go. Let's go look at our actual chart right now. What's happening in here? Okay, so we're back in that 15-minute range, which is interesting. So it rejected after we got to 20,100, didn't go for those highs yet, came back into the 15-minute range. Still finding respect on this kind of respect, right? Kind of on this trend line so far. Let's go on the 1 hour. Yeah, 1 hour. It's taking the low, taking that low. Finding support here. Oh shoot, I forgot that I have to get ready to go to the gym. Oh shoot. Sorry guys, my bestie texted me 15 minutes ago if I'm ready for the gym, and obviously I'm not. Let's see. Gym jacks things. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, I would honestly recommend people that are in trading to just try to have multiple streams. I think it's really helpful because then obviously if you're into prop firms or even your own personal live account, having the extra money on the side to deposit into your personal if you prefer that route, or having the extra money to put into your prop firms is really cool. But at the end of the day, like everyone's on their own journey and you kind of figure out like what you prefer to do. I think one of the best routes, if you can, if you really are a true entrepreneur, is not even just to have trading as your only income source, but also to have like other online businesses of some sort as an income source. Like if you have a very demanding job as well, like good for you. Honestly, kudos to those that have to physically be somewhere for their job and they're trading at the same time. Like that's amazing. There's a guy on Twitter called AD What's Up. He is so freaking good at trading. He literally flipped a 10K account into $100,000 and more within 1 week. Absolutely insane. But he goes to like an actual physical like job and he trades too. So it's definitely possible to do both at the same time. It's possible to be an entrepreneur online and trade online too. Just gotta find what's like the best balance for you. But I was saying that if I could recommend or like suggest anything, like if you are able to have an online business alongside your trading, like it would help I think a lot with some of the stress because then you can reduce having to drive somewhere or having to like not really have to clock in anywhere because you work for yourself, that kind of thing. So yeah. But anyways, a few more questions and I'm probably gonna skedaddle because I gotta get the gym. But Sarith, did you get your EIN resolved? Yeah, thanks Sarith for remembering. Oh my gosh, you have good memory. I was able to resolve it, so I found the original official IRS letter that has like the approval of my EIN, et cetera, and I was able to send it to the person that was needing it and whatnot. So everything is good to go. So yeah, thanks so much for checking in on that. You're crazy good with the memory. Hey Donna, oh my gosh, it's good to see you. Happy Thursday. I hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing well. It's good to see you. But yeah. So it seems like there's not many other questions in the chat from people and whatnot. So I really hope that today's session was kind of helpful with like talking through my strategy, test trying the 1 minute imbalance and how it's just not something that I trust or something that I truly find valuable. You might get lucky in 50-50 times, it might work, but using the 5 minute for imbalance test and the 15 time frame just seems to be the best for me based on like all my stats that I showed you guys too. The time of day also matters too. So I've noticed that the imbalance, like it can work pre-market, so anywhere between 6 a.m. to 6:30 it can work, and then also even past that, like obviously from New York Open 6:30 up until even 8 o'clock. And then if you are trading during power hour, I believe it could work during that time too, but obviously that's because a lot of volume is pouring in because of lunch, that kind of thing. So time of day is very important with this strategy too. I think with a lot of strategies, unless like you're a range trader, then you could trade during the lunch hour break. But yeah, like going over everything there and just kind of like talking through what I see. So the ultimate goal for me at this point, as I was talking about like my active thinking and like really having or really focusing on that mental and emotional breakthrough, is working on that piece, of course, in and outside of trading. Like I find that it's been super freaking helpful. But the next piece that I think will truly change it for me is this part. It's like sticking to just this one setup. Plus, well, two setups actually, because the 15-minute opening range, I want to make that my second main setup. I want this to be my first, and I want the second to be the 15-minute opening range. But right now, I've also been including like wick tests, volume profile tests, which is pretty much like the volume profile. You can use it in imbalances. You can use it in what people call fair value gaps. You could use it into those. But yeah, like I've been including base hits. I've been looking at, liquidity sweeps and having a quick bounce play off of that. I've been starting to add in fibs so that I can play off the 50% and the 23.6 and the 0.61. I think I've been adding a little bit too much of different things to be able to lock in more points. And that in turn shows that I'm jumping around, and I gotta stop doing that. It's hard though. It's hard not to do these different strategies when I know that they do work in like in different ways, right? Like the 20 to 80 rule, it works. The wick test, it works. So sometimes it can be challenging for me not to execute when I know that that is something that I normally would execute on. But the point of me ranting about that is that the goal is to, on the technical side, right, on the strategy side, is to reduce that. Even though I know it works for me in some conditions, sometimes it's not the best thing to do if you know that there's better opportunities out there for you, like how using this imbalance can be the best opportunity for me. So, maybe if I have multiple accounts, which I do have multiple accounts, I could apply strategies accordingly. But at the same time, like I think it would just be too much going on. Does that make sense? So, that's my last end of session rant. Yeah, I'm probably gonna make a video about that, to be honest. I would like to see your guys' insight and like how you guys manage to kind of focus on one thing at a time. Even though certain things work, like how do you stop using using things that work to focus only on one thing? I would really like to figure that part out. But anyways, cool. Jim Jacks, and take care. Oh yeah, take care. Have a nice day, and yeah, I'll see you later, Jim. And for everyone else that's been here, thank you so much for tuning in. Appreciate you guys a lot. If you guys, oops, I'm sorry about that noise. If you guys are interested to trade with Trade Day, 40% off right now, and they have new static accounts that just dropped that I just talked about. Tradeify has their flash sale for the 100K advanced, and that's intraday. So I would say if you are able to spend a little bit more dollars, forget the flash sale, do the 100K growth, because you're paying pretty much the same thing, but you have end of day drawdown, so it's a little bit more favorable, honestly, for the trader. And then I believe Apex is 80% off today and tomorrow only. I don't know if they're going to extend that, but I did see on their Discord that they posted about that, so 80% off today and tomorrow. For Tick Trader, this is the last thing I'll say too. For Tick, they announced some new changes to their policy across the board, and I don't personally think I'll be purchasing any new accounts with Tick until I have confirmation about what they mean for these policy changes. So some of these changes include the profit split going from 90-10 to 80-20 moving forward as of March 23rd and on. They are reducing the amount of drawdown in the direct accounts. So for the 150K specifically, that's the one that I use. Right now it's 7,500 drawdown. They're reducing it to 6,000. So the drawdown amounts would be similar to Tradeify's straight to funded accounts. So they're reducing that. And then the 80-20 split that I mentioned. I believe there's one more update, but for the life of me, I can't remember it. So yeah, I'm going to pause on purchasing new accounts from them until I have concrete understanding of what they're saying, and then I'm going to post about it for you guys all to see, of course, because I would only tell you guys firms that I would want to trade with and whatnot and back if it's something that I'm truly going to back. So I'll let you guys know. But yeah, I think that's everything. Oh, and then of course my funded futures, my favorite, they have their 10% off the eval to live, and then Matt, the CEO, has been posting these flash sales of 50% off. So whenever those go live, which is very, very randomly, if you use my code, you'll still get the 50% off. But those plans, they're crazy good, dude. The bonuses are absolutely freaking insane. If you guys aren't familiar with their bonuses of the eval to live, they're actually crazy. I'm actually trading with them right now on the account. I'm not trying to jinx myself, knock on wood, that anything's gonna happen specifically, but I am, it's not loading. Okay, I am trading on it right now. My stats aren't honestly the best. I just haven't been trading the best in my opinion on the account, but hey, I'll take what I can get. So here is my eval to live account. I'm in phase 1, so I have the E2L1, so the one step, I believe, or no, not believe, I know it's a one step because of the 20% right here. So yeah, this is pretty cool. This is how the dashboard looks. I will be having that video posted either tomorrow or this weekend. I just wanted to give enough time for my first My Fun of Features video before I post this new second one. But yeah, this is how it looks like on the dashboard for the eval to live. If you click trade copier, also this is what I talked about for TradeSyncer. So they have the 7-day free trial. You can cancel it if you want. I'm not partnered with them, but I just want to show you guys that it is available through the dashboard now. But yeah, so I've made $12.30 and 44 cents so far, and then including today, I made like an extra 600 something. So I'm around 1,800 in profits right now. The target is 3,000, so I only need about 1,200 ish more to pass. Phase 1, cool. 2 days. It's a minimum of 5 days to pass the eval to live for the step 1 or the step 2. And then, of course, I'm not able to withdraw anything. This is evaluation phase. 20% consistency, so make 600 max per day. So as I told you, just my stats aren't the best, like 7 trades, 5 trades, and then today I think I did like 5 trades. So I would win, lose. See, average win to loss is not the best, but my win rate's a little bit up there, so as a scalper, like, it helps. But yeah, best trade, worst trade. So the rest of it's like the same information you'll see on your dashboard. The only main difference that you'll notice is, of course, the account type phase 1, and then this section right here too, and then the trade copier. So yeah, big fan of the eval to live. The bonuses are crazy. They're crazy good. So, you know, if you guys are interested in those, eval to live, right there. Yeah, let's close that out. And then last one, Mellow Trades. What's up, Mellow? Good to see you. It's been a while. Will you ever try wealth charts on Apex? So I did try them out for like their beta testing and the trial period. I personally wasn't the biggest fan. I think it's convenient with the 30% net P or negative P, like negative 30% consistency thing, and then the positive 30% consistency thing. I think that was pretty cool, but I think that I'm so used to something more simple like Tradeovate or even just looking at TradingView for my charts than having to go through something that is a lot more. So yeah, I have tried it. I personally wouldn't use it again or choose to purchase an account on that platform. I think actually Project X is a bit clearer than that platform, but it's all preference, right? Some people like wealth charts. So yeah, there's a lot of good benefits and like features on wealth charts. Like I said, the consistency thing, I think you can look at stocks alongside your main instrument. There's the risk parameters. You can set it the way you want. So there is some really good helpful features, but just the layout itself wasn't my cup of tea. I definitely prefer Tradeovate first and then Project X second, because I'm a Mac user. So if I did have PC, I wouldn't mind going back to NinjaTrader because I do like how NinjaTrader charts look. Very, very simple, but since I'm Mac, can't do that. So hopefully I answered your question, Mello. But okay, for real, I gotta go now. Thank you guys so much for hanging out for the past 2 hours. If you have been, feel free to leave a comment on like any of my videos if you have questions or my posts. I'll make sure to get back to you guys. But as always, wish you guys nothing but the best and the most success in all you do. And I will see you all in the next video or stream.